Shut up and sit down.
Oh,
Hello.
there he is.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on, Jim? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, I bet you are, man. After that huge victory at BKFC 7, man. Unbelievable, man. Congratulations on the win, brother.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. And thanks for taking the time out your day to be on the podcast. I know you're training at your gym, I'm sure, and teaching some guys some lethal punches, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. Today I'm out grinding, man. I'm out flying cars, trying to it's back to school is happening, so just trying to grow the gym, man. The grind doesn't stop just because you get a knockout.
You got that right, man. And that's a great mentality to have. And speaking of the knockout, man, I mean, just a unbelievable, main event for BKFC 7, coming off of a very hot pay-per-view on BKFC 6. So, what was going on in your head? Like, did you have to follow up such a big main event from the last one? What were your intentions?
I mean, my intentions were just literally to get in there and get out, man. I've been watching a lot of bare knuckle, and staying in 5 rounds does not look good for your face. So I was like, I got to get in there and get out, do the same thing, same game plan, stay in his face, and it worked out, man. It worked out well.
Yeah, you did. And I said this on social media. You were like a bull in a china closet. As soon as that bell rung, I mean, you came charging in like Mike Tyson did in the '80s, and you would,
Man, I'm the Mike Tyson of bare knuckle, man. I've been saying it.
Dude, I believe it. I absolutely do. And I love the fact that how you were throwing those punches, calculated power punches. Everything was strategic. You could tell just by your style in itself. So, I mean, it was really fun to watch you just go to work so quickly. And Leonard Garcia taking nothing away from him. Great fighter, man. So hats off to you.
Yeah, I think if you listen to my interviews that were beforehand, and even Leonard knew it. He's like, man, Jim has a powerful uppercut. We're gonna fight for that. I saw he said something like that earlier also. But when I want something, I'm just gonna go out there and get it, man. I'm not gonna give him time to get into his zone. I'm gonna get him out of place right away, make him just be on the defense.
Yeah, man, you did just that because what I liked about it, and watching a lot of fights, I'm a big fan of the bare knuckle game. Uppercut is, at least in my opinion, from a fan's perspective, one of the most deadly punches you could land on somebody. And I feel like I don't see it enough. I see a lot of jabs, people trying to set up the combinations, but I think it's a special skill to actually get inside on somebody and get those powerful uppercuts in. So, I saw your technique and it was really cool. You were grabbing the back of his neck and you made sure you held on to the back of his neck as long as you could. You were just knocking those uppercuts in. I'm like, that's the kind of bare knuckle fighting that I want to see. So thank you for that, man, because I love watching it.
Randy Couture was one of my favorites coming up, and he was great at that dirty boxing. So yeah. I'm definitely, trying to use that because, I'm pretty good wrestler, pretty good at grappling, I must say. Definitely more a grappler than a stand-up fighter, but bare knuckle boxing is not really boxing, man. It's fighting, and I'm a fighter. I may not be a boxer, man, but I'm a fighter, and I'm gonna get the win. So I'm gonna get in your face. I'm gonna make it dirty. I'm not gonna give you time to get into that boxing mentality. I don't want to box you in there.
Mm-hmm. I agree, man. Like you said, get in and get out. 5 rounds of bare knuckle is definitely going to pay a toll. We've seen it in a couple of fights that happened in the last few events. So, some of these guys got busted up pretty good. Stitch Duran had a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And after the fight was also a big thing. You said Lobov is in your crosshairs, man. Is that going to go down? What do we think?
I don't think anyone else has gone out there and just demolished people the way that I have so far. I'm going out there and I'm finishing people, and that's what Dave wants. So, I'm giving him what he wants. I'm giving him what the fans want. So give me what I want. I want that big name fight. Give me Artem. It's not Connor, how we were supposed to fight years ago, but I'll take his henchman, like I said before.
Well, I think it makes perfect sense, Jim, because you headlined this one, he headlined the last one. Let's get you guys together and get in the ring. It'll be a great fight, man, for absolutely sure, and it'd definitely be a good money fight too.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm supposed to meet with them this week, and we're gonna discuss what's next. But I'm healthy. Nothing. Didn't really take any damage in that fight.
Yep.
So pretty lucky to say that. Because going into there, you're getting ready for a war.
Yeah, absolutely. How long did you train for this fight?
I actually had this fight on short notice.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to fight Jason Knight. I had probably a month notice for this fight. But, I was already in shape. I stay ready. I'm always competing in jiu-jitsu. I did in 6 weeks. I fought at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 6. I did 2 jiu-jitsu super fights. And then I just fought right now again at Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship 7, So I'm training all the time. I'm competing all the time. I'm teaching all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready for whatever, man.
You live and breathe it, man, and it resonates in what you do in the ring and your attitude. Obviously, you're a positive guy and you got a good outlook, and that's huge, man. That mental game is a strong game that you got. So keep it going, man. Everybody's excited to watch you fight.
Yeah, man. I'm appreciating all the love that I'm getting from it. It's when I first started, I was in there and I would bull rush people and take them down, finish the fights, and then I don't know what happened, in my head or whatever, but I decided to change my style up a little bit, maybe make it more technical, make it more, I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but and it was a change in my game, and I was like, you know what, man, I'm going to have fun in there. I'm going to do what I do best.
Yeah. And
I know that I have great cardio, man. 2-minute rounds. I've done 5.5s, and this right here, I'm like, I'm going to push the pace. So, so far it's working out.
Absolutely, man. And what about after the fight? Did Garcia have any words for you after the fight?
Man, he's just a all around a great guy, man. It was hard to fight him. He went with his whole family. He came up to me and, asked to pray. Beforehand, no fighter has ever done that in 22 professional fights.
Awesome.
And I thought that was really awesome. And then, after, he was just like, great fight. You got me. No excuses.
Yeah, that's great, man. And I've seen some of his fights. Excellent fighter. Just I guess to get in the ring and knowing that you're going to get in the ring with a good fighter and have that moment of prayer with them. I mean, that must have been an experience in itself, man. I can't even picture that, but that's incredible.
Yeah, it was great. He's a great guy, man. I definitely watched, many of his fights coming up. He fought a lot of tough guys, and it was just great because I've seen, I know some of the guys he's fought, tough guys, and none of these guys finished him, and I was the first person to ever do that. So I was just like, man, that's freaking awesome.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's definitely an accomplishment. And what about your school? I saw on social media you got your martial arts school.
Yeah, right here, Alers Martial Arts. We are about to hit a year open in the beginning of October.
Cool.
And just been hustling and grinding, and we're out there, we're competing. We have almost 90 members.
Nice.
And yeah, so really I love it, man. Most of my training is just at my gym with my students. I'm teaching them and I'm training with them, and I have a few that kind of know a thing or two, and we just drill until it becomes second nature, and I go out there and I implement what I say I'm going to do. So that's what's really cool is that I drill it happens, and I can be like, hey, look guys, I'm not just talking shit. I know what I'm talking about here.
That's great, man. Yeah, it's got to be, rewarding for you to give back as well. And then obviously your students seeing you win that big fight. I mean, it's just got to be nothing but positive vibes at your school, man. I wish you the best of luck with the school as well.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So I guess you're going to get back to training, and then hopefully this Lobov fight happens, man. I'm excited to see what's next for you. I know the fans are as well. For the fans, how could they follow you on social media so they could stay up to date with everything that you do?
Yeah, I'm really active on Instagram. So just follow at FightJim, FightJim, and hit that follow button, and just like I'm always on it. My family, with my training, with the gym. So you can basically like live my life through my eyes, man.
That's awesome, man. Thank you again so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be on the podcast. I really appreciate it, man.
Oh, no worries. I appreciate it.
Thanks, brother. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
You got it.
All right.